Hi everyone, it's Shannon. I'm coming to you from the Chapel of the Holy Cross here in Sedona, and this is one of my favorite places to come to do deep clearing work, to do some writing, and to be in a sacred place with extremely heightened energy. And I wanted to get this message out to you today as a reminder that this is our lifetime that we heal. This is the lifetime that we do the work to achieve liberation and freedom on a soul level, freedom for the soul. And it is up to each and every one of us to walk that journey if we so choose. And as we know, for so many of our past incarnations and lifetime after lifetime, we have experienced a lot of pain and suffering and abuse and trauma and silencing and torture at times. All of those things have been revealed to us through past lifetime regression work and knowing that we carried some of that memory into this lifetime. And this is the lifetime that we heal all of those past incarnations. There is so much healing that is being done in this lifetime. And that is why at times it feels so intense. At times, what is happening within our lives is just so much at times. It's a lot at times. And to do this work requires dedication and a higher calling and an inner knowing that this is the most important work that we can be doing at this time and in this lifetime. And what I know to be true is when we achieve that liberation and freedom on a soul level, that then the unfolding of liberation and freedom in all the other areas of our life is what happens. And that is what unfolds after the liberation of the soul. And so walking that journey and experiencing that myself, and then showing up to do this work with anyone who is ready and willing to work on a soul level, has been one of the most impactful things that I ever could have stepped into in this lifetime. And in order to do healing on a deep level, we have got to do it from the level of the heart and from the level of the soul. And so that requires getting out of the analytical mind. That requires accessing something much more than the analytical mind. And so the first step into this truly is a deprogramming process of all the programs that we have picked up on, that we are running, that are not in alignment with our divine self, with our highest self, with our sacred self, and with our true essence. That is such an important part of this work. And also getting out of the mind and ego and going into the heart and opening the heart chakra in order to access the soul and the wisdom that lies within the soul and the information that is within the soul. And so that is a huge part of the work as well, is moving out of the mind and ego, allowing the shedding away and the death of the ego to happen, and to move into a journey that truly is of the soul. And also working with the third eye and opening up our clairvoyant abilities is also a huge part of this journey in order to see beyond the physical world, in order to access something much greater than just the 3D physical world. And within that is access to the spiritual realm. It is access to universal intelligence. It is access to messages and guidance and wisdom that is coming in from source and from our spirit guides and from the angels that are in the spiritual realm. And it's access to all of that as we work to decalcify the pineal gland, as we work to activate the third eye, and allow ourselves to take that journey to access the wisdom that is in the other dimensions and the other realms. And it does take a willingness and a dedication to do that, and to rid ourselves of anything that is blocking our third eye and blocking the access to that. So again, this is the lifetime that we heal. This is the lifetime that we achieve liberation and freedom on a soul level. I truly believe it is the most important work that we can be doing. And then the unfoldment of that is that we begin to access the wisdom that lives within the soul. And within that wisdom is our soul mission on what we are to do from a soul level in this lifetime. And I know that when we step into that, that is where all the magic happens. That is where all the abundance in every single area of our life, not just financially, every single area of our life, our best life possible, our highest life possible, lives by following the mission of our soul mission, our dharma, our purpose that is not of the body and the mind, that is of the journey of the heart and accessing the soul. And so as we navigate this journey together, I just want to remind you that that is the work that I do here. That is the calling of my soul. And to do healing work with other people is a great honor, to be able to help them shed away and clear away all the stuff that is not of their highest self, that is not for their highest good, that is not of their truest essence. And my walk has been that revealing of my truest essence and getting back to the understanding that my connection to the divine is so strong. And I had to get back to that truth and let everything that was not of that truth in my life fall away. Everything that was of the 3D world that was keeping me stuck in a lower vibrational energy, that was keeping me from accessing the fifth dimension, that was draining my energy in any way. All of that stuff had to be shed away at various times over the last 10 years. And that has been a huge process, as we know, because it is so easy to get pulled back into a lower vibrational reality or a lower dimension. And the call here is to rise. The call here is to rise into higher vibration, into higher dimensions, and shedding away of anything that is keeping you in suffering, that is keeping you stuck, that is keeping you stagnant, that is keeping you in an energy that keeps you in a loop cycle of pain, of suffering, of abuse, of trauma, of whatever that is. It is time to do the work that is required to dive deep into that healing. And I just want to remind you that that's what we're here to do in this lifetime. And we are all in different phases of that journey. But I want you to know that there is support here, that is the work that I do with other people, as well as support them in their walk to unleashing themselves, to untaming themselves, to getting back to their truest essence, and to allowing all aspects of themselves and of ourselves to come online and to be revealed to the world, because we don't have to hide away any of it anymore. The silencing is over. The hiding away, the wearing of the masks and all the labels that have been slapped on us, all of that is being shed away at this time so that we can heal and get back to our truest essence, and then access the wisdom of the soul and understand what we are here to do on a soul level, what our soul mission is, and get on with doing that work for the rest of our life. And I also want to mention before I close that being able to open and activate the third eye and accessing other dimensions and realms has so much magic in that. The experiences that I've had in those other realms and dimensions is completely mind-blowing to me. It is something that is so beyond the physical world. And so when I was able to access that and had my spiritual emergence 11 years ago, that opened everything up. And then the navigation of that and being able, as I have ascended and had different things happen in my life that have opened up my heart chakra so much more, I have been able to access so much more of the other realms and dimensions. And let me tell you, those experiences, those mystical experiences, that ability to access what is in the other dimensions and realms is so incredible. And to close yourself off from that and only live in the physical world, I just want to tell you that you're missing so much of what is available to us here. And I didn't know that either, because for so long I was just living in the physical world until the opening happened and the awakening happened, the emergence happened. And then I had to navigate how I was going to not completely shut that down, because that's what I did at first, and reopen that so I could navigate it in a way that was very useful and effective here in the world. And so not only have I been doing this work for several years, many years actually, over the course of the last 10 years, this has been unfolding, but also I've been having my own experiences in the other dimensions and realms that again have been full of magic, full of wonder, full of awe, full of mysticism. And to be able to access that is so incredible. So that is another huge benefit of also doing the healing work and doing the work to open the heart chakra and to activate our third eye so that we are able to access so much more than just the third dimension physical world. Much love, everyone. Please comment, question below, reach out if you need any guidance or support at this time, and I will see you here again very soon. Much love from beautiful Sedona, Arizona.